What's going on? What's happening right now? Well, here's what's happening right now. Canada has a dirty, disgusting communist tyrant as the head of state, Justin Trudeau. He is a scumbag. He's always been a scumbag. He continues to pass down vaccine mandate after vaccine mandate after vaccine mandate on the Canadians. So what happened? What's all the hubbub about? Well, I have good news and I have bad news. I'm going to give you the good news first. The good news is regular people rose up. Canadian citizens rose up. Truckers rose up. And let's pause there for a moment. Because while I don't think anybody who watches my show looks down on truckers, I'm not gonna say that to you. I do think we don't appreciate them enough, and myself included. I'm not pointing any fingers here. I want you to do something. We've done this before on the show. I want you to look around you right now. I know it's going to be hard to take your eyes off of me, but I want you to look around you. Everything you see was on a truck at some point in time. You don't think about it, right? When you think about truckers, what do you think? Oh, he's going a half mile an hour past the other guy in the left lane, jerk. That's what you think. I know, it's normal. I've yelled at him too. The truth is, truckers make the world go. They do. And if they get to a point, if you push them to a point where they decide they don't want to make the world go anymore, well, you're going to be in very serious trouble as a nation. You see, when it comes to making a nation go, there's nobody more important than truckers. Not those saintly doctors we've heard so much about, not the lawyers, not even cops, not the military, not the politicians. Nobody plays a more vital role in keeping a nation going than truckers. And so the truckers of Canada decided they've had quite enough. And now there is not only a massive protest going on in Canada right now, it's growing. It's not like there was a day and it was gone. This protest is growing. This is gigantic. This has the ability to be, capability to be world-changing. It's starting to catch on. Justin Trudeau, the dirty communist in Canada, when this thing first got going, tried to dismiss it as it's just some fringe groups.
The small fringe minority of people who are on their way to Ottawa or who are holding unacceptable views that they're expressing do not represent the views of Canadians who have been there for each other, who know that following the science and stepping up to protect each other is the best way to continue to ensure our freedoms, our rights, our values as a country.
Unacceptable views in the West? In the free countries? Unacceptable views. How about that? And let's go. We're still on the good news portion of it. The good news is it sounds like truckers in the United States of America are going to get down on this too.
There's any plan to descend on Washington, D.C. by the U.S. truckers that you're aware of?
Yes.
When is that going to take place?
That we can't say because we don't know for sure.
Okay, but there is something in the works to do the same thing in the U.S. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you.
And I will tell you, I can't give out names, I can't give out details, but I get plenty of emails to my show. Every email to my show is anonymous, even the death threats. I've had plenty of emails to my show from truckers backing that up. There's something coming here in America, too. Those Canadian truckers are not going to be left all alone. The tyrants are afraid. Justin Trudeau is so afraid of this now massive protest. He's in hiding. They had to cart him away in hiding. Ottawa looked like a Mardi Gras, fireworks, packed streets. The tyrants. Here's the thing, and we're still on the good news portion. I'm going to get to the bad news in a second. Here's the thing about the tyrants of the West. They're always afraid. Now, this is the normal case with tyrants, period. Period. You think about a tyrant from any other walk of life, Stalin, Hitler, Gaddafi. I don't pick your tyrant. When you dig into them and find out the things they believed and the things that were going through their head, they were almost always afraid, paranoid, the boogeyman, they might come to get me. Is this my last day? They're not happy people. They're miserable, paranoid people. The tyrants of the West are no different. Whether we're talking about Justin Trudeau or whether we're talking about Joe Biden, they're very aware that the majority can stop everything they want like that. They bank on you and me and everyone else not realizing that. They bank on us feeling helpless and afraid and we can't do anything, but we're not helpless. We are not. We may be afraid from time to time, but we are not helpless. Justin Trudeau, there's nothing he can do to get those trucks back on the road. He can do what all tyrants do, threaten, hide, but the truth is the majority, the real power, lies in the hands of a trucker. Now, that's all the good news. It is great news because this will catch on and appears to be catching on. Here's the bad news, and this is going to be a little sappier than I normally get. Might sound a little hokey. Full disclosure, it might sound a little hokey here. Kind of bums me out. And this is what I mean. Obviously, I'm thrilled about the protest. I'm thrilled about little snot-nosed communists like Trudeau hiding in fear. I love all that. Tyrants should live in fear. I love all this. Why Canada? Why not us? Why did it take 2 years and then our friendly neighbor to the north was the one who finally stepped up to tyrants and made tyrants afraid, made tyrants fear? Why wasn't that America? Why wasn't that America on day one? Because I want you to understand something. Whatever your feelings about COVID and lockdowns and vaccines or anti-vaccines, I don't care. Whatever you're feeling about all this stuff, American politicians don't have the authority, have never had the authority to point to you and say you're not essential. Your business isn't essential. Go home, shut down, lose your job, lose your career, lose your business. Child, go home, hide. Don't associate with your friends. Don't exercise. American politicians, because we have a different set of laws, a different constitution, we have a different set of rules in this country, American politicians don't have the authority to do what they've done. On day one of 15 days to slow the spread, those protests you saw, that should have been America. Not even day two, not week two, not year one. Day one, Americans, universally, Republican, Democrat, left, right, Americans universally should have said, I'm sorry? Did you just try to tell me I wasn't essential? Oh, no. I'll see you in the streets. That should have been day one. Hey, thanks so much for watching the first on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.